Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius video. And today we're going to be looking at something a little different today, because we're actually looking at something hypothetical that I made as a unit, New Vision Awakening of Chow. So I thought of some ideas. Of course, it's not completely fleshed out, but the general idea and the uniqueness is there. I took some time, I looked at his 5 to 7 star kit, and I looked at some things I could be doing that compared to other New Vision Awaken or New Vision based tanks, and put some uniqueness into his kit that you could possibly become a New Vision Awaken. So disclaimer, I am not tied to Gumi in any way possible, and I've said it many times in my community posts, in my comments. I've said many times I have no connection to Gumi whatsoever. So if you are still upset, and I am too, if you are well, maybe not upset, but just annoyed, I don't know what kind of whatever word you want to put in there, make sure you guys leave them in a customer service message to Gumi, however you want to do it, in their email, in-game, anything like that. It's all the same thing anyways. Make sure you guys let them know. Make sure you guys let them know, because I know this one's not going to get, maybe it will get a lot of attention. Usually when I make these kind of videos, when I try to help improve the game in some way or help, make something interesting, it tends to be not so good. So I'll try my best to make this as interesting as possible for you guys that are watching. If you do like this kind of stuff, make sure you guys click the like button. Anyways, let's get into what I have here for you. So first of all, we need to go into phase 1 of what Chow would look like. His 5 to 7 star kit needs to be reworked. So for all those of you who do not follow the JP side whatsoever, and there are some of you that don't, a lot of old 5-star units are being reworked. Basically not even given enhancements, they're just changed to basically be a whole different unit. So this is what I mean by a 5 to 7 star rework. Obviously there could be some more things in here, but these are the 3 things that I thought could be different and interesting. So his natural protection passive that gives a single target cover to one ally as a passive, which is terrible. I'm gonna remove that. I'm gonna give 10% physical, magical, and general mitigation to all allies at the start of battle. Very similar to Zeno's 10% physical and magical. I think it's 10% physical and magical mitigation for himself, except this time it's gonna be all 3, and it's gonna be for everybody. Just for 10% though, so it's not like insanely broken, but it gives him a unique thing, and it gives him a unique thing that brings him to the table a little bit. Next, Spiritual Guardian, which is his cooldown ability, will go up to 65 to 85 from 50 to 70 mitigation on his magic cover, and also HP barrier will be 3k, and it'll be 4 turn cooldown instead. Spiritual Defender was just his normal cover, will go to 60 to 80% mitigation from 50 to 70, and then he gains a 2k HP barrier for himself. And the cooldown one is for everybody, by the way, the HP barrier. So that's just some minor changes from 5 to 7 star. I don't want to go into everything. These are some interesting, unique changes that could make him decent again. And on towards phase 2. His base form. Apologize for the nose things. Gains dual cast for all abilities, magic, and abilities. Not just for abilities or magic, it's for both. So he does have some white magic in his base form, so I try to tie that all together. His level first is upgraded to 70% general mitigation for all allies 3 turns, and also 50% HP, 75% MP recover for all allies. So I jumped up the HP recover just a little bit, but I kept the MP the same because the 75% is quite a lot already. So I think that's pretty good. Number 3, 7k HP flat passive, and also 100% charm immunity. I looked at Monk Sabin's passive. He also has 7k HP barrier, or 7k HP flat passive, so I thought that wouldn't be too broken to have him as that too. He kind of needs it because he's kind of an old unit, right? So Perfect Harmony is a new ability. These are all new stuff now, by the way, guys. Perfect Harmony, 230% attack, defense, magic, spirit buff, for all allies with charm and stop immunity. Pretty good, not insane, but a unique tie-in versus other buffers that are coming into the game that have 230% buff, but also offer other things on top of that. This one also offers charm and stop immunity together. That's pretty good. And also, his old kit used to have stop immunity and charm immunity as different abilities. This one just puts them both together. So his grandest ability, Fortune Favors, 3 uses, 90% general 90% magic and general mitigation for himself for 1 turn. Also AoE auto revive for all allies for 2 turns, and this is a unique twist. Can't dispel it. So that's pretty useful, right? Can't dispel. That's a pretty unique twist. I try to make him as unique as possible, so I gave him a few things here and there that other magic tanks may not have, and this one is definitely one of the things that magic tanks don't have yet. So undispellable for 2 turns, auto revive for everybody. Pretty good. On to phase 3. His Brave Shift form. So I had to take a bit of inspiration from other tanks and things and look at his base form and what could possibly be interesting. So infinite turns, 2 turns to shift back. Gains triple cast for all abilities, white and magic. And he also gains all white magic abilities that you could possibly think of. Pretty good. So in this form, he's gonna be more of like a spirit scaling finisher, also a complete healer and magic tank. Spiritual protection, 70 to 85% mitigation magic cover with spirit or with defense and spirit break resist tied to that. Also, his lone person is going to be a 1-hit, 135 times mod with spirit scaling, 5k HP barrier, and also 50% MP recovery. So I was a little inspired from his base form. Lone burst with a little bit of MP recovery in there. It's pretty good. He still gets the same grandness as the base, but you'll have another one, and we'll be talking about that shortly. Still has one more. So same grandness as before if you want to go back and check on that again. He has a cooldown 250% attack, defense, spirit, and magic buff to all allies with 100% status immunity, just like status effects like poison and whatnot, and 3k HP barrier for everybody, 5 turn cooldown. And also has a light bolting strike chaining, spirit scaling with 120% light and peril with self imbue, so that his lone burst can be used in an elemental fashion because it's non-elemental 1-hit move. I guess I should have mentioned that it's a 1-hit non-elemental, so you need to imbue him to do that. Either you imbue him with that or you imbue him with something else. Another new grandness, 135% light and peril, 100% dark resistance for everybody, and 20% light physical and magical element boost for everybody as well, for 2 uses. So that's a little strong, but it's not overpowered. It's not like it's gonna be like game breaking if you have this stuff here. So yeah, I think this is pretty good. I think he'd work really well with Sora for sure with that 135% light and peril, and also being able to finish for him with his little burst. Pretty high mod. So that's for phase 3, and finally for phase 4, the TMR and STMR work. This one was a little hard because the TMR was just whatever. I mean, I didn't want to increase the HP too much more because it's already pretty good HP. But I did add 88 spirit in there. I looked at Aerith's STMR, and it has 60 spirit and 60% spirit. So I didn't want to make it overly strong as a TMR, so I just gave 88 spirit, which is really high still. I know I might have to reduce that a little bit, but I wanted to keep the 88 theme going for that. And I removed that fortune smile thing, which is not so good or interesting, and I just gave it 100% LB fill rate, which is good. It'll help fill up his little burst a lot more because he wants to use his little burst a little bit more often now. And his STMR, we would definitely want to change that. 20% HP and MP, 80% spirit, unrestricted, don't have to equip a robe anymore, and also 500 spirit flat. I don't know if that's broken or not. I think it's okay. Originally I was going to do 750 spirit flat, but I think that's too much. So 500 spirit splat is pretty good for an STMR. I think that's way more juicy now than it was before. Right now, in the current state of the game, it's really whatever. So this is a lot better. It's a lot more chase worthy, I would say. I was thinking, what's a good STMR to chase? I think this is a pretty good one to chase. So that's gonna be it, guys. Is he too broken? Is he underpowered? I don't know. Remember guys, this is not completely fleshed out. He might have other abilities in his Brave Shift form, but I wanted to make sure to lay the groundwork for you guys to have some of your inspirations. So if you like this kind of video, make sure you give a like I said. If you do not like this, then let me know in the comment section. I will not make this ever again. I just thought of a new idea, something here for you guys to talk about and brainstorm yourselves. And like I said in the beginning of the video, guys, make sure you guys let Gumi know that you guys are not happy about no Neovision Awakenings. You need to tell the customer service, even if it's outsourced and whatnot. I'm sure at least one of the people there will send something along to the main team, right? I'm sure at least someone there actually cares about their job. So don't give up hope, guys. Share this video out if you want to share it out. And if you watch all the way to the end, make sure to type in #Chow, because he is best boy. #Chow will be the keyword. Appreciate you guys watching, and I hope to see you in the very next video. Peace.